argue that we need to leave the EU because the single market's rules are driving deregulation and privatisation. They certainly need reform. But it's not the EU that privatised our railways. It was a Conservative government of John Major. And many of our rail routes are now run by other nations' publicly owned rail companies. So they're publicly owned, but not by our public. They haven't made the mistake of asset stripping their own countries. Labour is committed to bringing rail back into public ownership in 2020. And that's why Labour members of the European Parliament are opposing any element of the fourth rail package currently being discussed before the European Parliament that might make that more difficult. We are very clear. We want the railways back in public hands to be run for the benefit of the people of this country. There is a strong socialist case for staying in the European Union, just as there's also a powerful socialist case for reform and progressive change in Europe. That's why we need a Labour government to stand up at the European level for industries and communities in Britain, to back public ownership and public services, to protect and extend workers' rights, and to work with our allies to make both Britain and Europe work better for working people.